Hello, Yakking Cabin. Today we're going to be reviewing the Arbogast Classic Jitterbug. We're going to do a little jitterbug fishing today, a little topwater fishing. See what this baby can do after 50 years. Of course, this is version 2, not the wood style, I believe. But the box, the packaging is common. It's got the regular hanging card, cellophane or plastic cover. It's got the jitterbug inside. No big deal. It's just well done after 50 years. Of course, Arbogast got this down. So when we open the box, we will find each classic jitterbug. This is the smaller one that's hitting the bigger one for muskie. It's been years and years since I've used one of these. There's some modifications that are suggested, like bending the tips in, the wings in, to make a deal, but we're going to leave it alone. Fish it as is first. The hooks look to be interchangeable if you take off the 2 screws holding the whole thing on and replace it. So that's a plus. The hooks itself, let's give it a little test. They scrape. They don't dig in, or at least that one. We try another one. Scrapes. Scrapes. Okay, as you see on my fingernail, they scrape. They don't dig in, so they aren't super sharp. That one dug in a little bit. Yeah, they still just scraping across. So they're not super sharp hooks. You got real little tiny barbs on them, so that'll help hold on to the fish. And the keeper, or the guard that holds the assembly that holds the hook on, has a little guard over it to keep the hook. It just goes straight down. It won't go past straight down. It's almost not even quite a 90-degree angle, but it goes back. The same thing for the front. It actually goes to 90 and goes straight back. So it's that's a different style. So that's a different engineering technique there. They only want the hooks to go one way. Don't want it to be able to come around. That's perfectly fine. So as you see here, got the Arbogast Jitterbug. It's going to be pulled this way from underneath the top of the shield deal, not from on top. Keeps it low to the ground. So let's get this baby out on the water, see what it does. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Yakking Cabin. We're out on the water today, getting a little bit slow start. It's 6:46. We are going out for one specific purpose. One specific purpose. We're going to test out to see if the OG, the GOAT, the jitterbug is still a thing. You know, we got whopper ploppers, we got regular frogs, we got hollow body frogs, we got solid frogs, we got toads, we got all this stuff out there. But will the jitterbug still work? Will it still jitter? Not ideal conditions. Wind's picking up already. I'm gonna go try to find a spot. We're gonna see if this baby still works. Let's go. We're gonna be throwing an Arbogast 7-3-1 Revo X with 50-pound braid. Maybe overkill because we're not going to be dragging it out of grass because it's going to be top water, but that's what we're using. It is matched with a Castaway rod. It is a medium heavy action casting rod, 6'6". 6'6". Okay, just a regular old Castaway. Look, it's got a little cracking. You don't have to have the best of the best to go out there fishing. It's a what, $80 reel, and years ago it was a $40 rod. So hey, but let's go over the weather. It is currently 54 degrees in the great state of Texas. Winds out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. We got a 5% cloud cover, which means in Texas that'll burn off that 5% by the time the sun gets up good. Per fish forecast, we have a rating of 4, poor rating to catch fish today, but the prime time is 8:09 a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. As I was saying before GoPro rudely interrupted, major time 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Minor is 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. I'm sorry, minor is 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. so we obviously missed that. But here we go. It's looking good. It's looking good because we have arrived in the spot that the wind is not affecting this north bank. So man, let's see what this baby can do. That's what I'm talking about. The OG. I ain't gonna lie, I was expecting to already have a blow up. That action is aggressive. Okay, we're gonna officially start at 7 a.m. So we're gonna go from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. and see if this baby can catch any fish. On the hook set, the plan is to set the hook. Not wait like you would on a hollow body. Just set it. You know, one thing these jitterbugs are known for now is for night fishing. They carry a good sound, steady cadence on the water. All the movement and all the sound draws a lot of attention. Ah, you rascal. You know, you never know. That's the thing about testing topwater lures, is you really never know if the topwater bite's going to be on or not. If it's not on, it has nothing to do with the lure. It's just not on. One thing I noticed with this braid and this jitterbug, the faster you reel it, the more it hunts. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know it's a thing. I'm in 2 foot of water, expecting them to be up in here shallow. I think the closer I can get up to that sawgrass, the better chance we'll have at a reaction bite. Jitterbug, JB. Fish on, baby. There we go. Fish number 1. Just had to find them, baby. Just had to find them. .5 incher. Let's keep it rolling. Everything always seems a little bit better. The world's a little bit better when you catch the first one. Reed or something in the ground, and that's what I love about braid. You can jack them. Number 2. Ooh, got him in the eye. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I didn't go in there. He missed it. He missed it, actually. But it was good enough, sharp enough hooks, and a good enough hook set that we smoked it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That one is about a 17. Flopped off because I didn't have my net up there. How about that for a fish catch? 2 for 2, baby. Well, I ended the on the water testing part of the video there because I didn't want to bore y'all with another hour's worth of no fish. I did have 2, you could call it strikes if you want to, you could call it them just bumping it. It could have been bass, it could have been just a gar, you know, or something. but it wasn't strikes like we got where we caught the two fish. And that was the only thing else I had with those two, probably gar. It was probably gar. So first hour, two fish. Second hour, no fish. And two fish we got were fairly small, a 12 and around a 15, 16, 17 incher. It flopped off before I could measure it. But that was because I usually have my net there to catch the fish when they flop off. It wasn't important. It was a 15, 16, 17 incher. I think it was around a 16. You know, two fish in 2 hours. That's our usual testing period is 2 hours. I did get out there a little bit later after the sun came up. I think if I'd have been out on the water and in a good position at first light, then I think it would have made a big difference. I did meet or talk to two guys that are fishing out of a John boat on my way back in, and they hadn't had one single bite. So if that says anything about the jitterbug, then I'll take it at face value. Jitterbug got 2 bites. The other 2 guys been out since daylight, since first light, and they hadn't had any bites at all. They were also fishing top water, or they had been at the very beginning. So jitterbug caught 2. They're big or not, whether there's a bunch of them or not, it definitely proves that it'll catch fish. You know, that's what we're doing out there on the water, seeing what it'll do. I did like the motion of it. It reminds me of a whopper plopper. The faster you reel it, the bigger, waves it makes, the bigger movement it makes. The slower you reel it, it's smaller movement, and the faster is bigger, and the louder the plop. I don't know which one, would have been better. I tried both. Whenever you're reeling real fast, it really starts hunting. It'll be going like this, and then it'll shoot off over here, and then it'll come back over here. And that could, on a real aggressive bite, that could be, a great technique. But I caught mine on just a medium retrieve where it was just doing its thing. So the second hour also is a good point to come out. The sun was already out. It was already bright. It seemed like as soon as I got out of the shadows and into the sun, I got those 2 bumps, but more than likely it was gar. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. Like I was saying in the video, I don't know if I added it to the video, but they say that, and I talked to a lot of night fishermen, they say the jitterbug is great for night fishing. And I tend to agree if you go by the fact that, the darker it was, the better it was doing. Although we didn't have any bites for about 35, 40 minutes at the very beginning. Then we had 2 back-to-back. So it's actually closer to an hour and 15 minutes with no bites towards the end. So there's no doubt, it catches fish, and it always has. It did when I was a kid, and it's still catching fish now. And it was catching fish whenever 2 other guys out there that was frog fishing didn't catch anything. So let's rack that up as a win. Let's count it for the jitterbug. 2 fish. Gotta love it. All right. Go back. I'm going to put a link down in the description where you can read the full review of the jitterbug. Let me add that I'm putting on all the reviews that a link to Rakuten, which is a cashback program that when you go to, like we use Tackle Direct for everything. When you go to Tackle Direct right now, currently, it changes from day to day, month to month. But currently, it's 1.5% cash back. I use a 2% cash back card to buy it with. That's 3.5% cash back. So when you add the 2 together, you get some of your money back. It's, I don't buy anything online without buying it somewhere where I can get cash back, and it adds up to hundreds of dollars a month. Click on that link in Rakuten. I'll put it below the link back to Yak and Cabin to read the full review. But you can click on that. If you sign up the first time you use it, Rakuten will give you $25. If you order $25 worth of something, or if you order $1 worth of something, then they're going to give you $25. Just so you know, That'll give me $25 too. So that'll give me more money to buy more lures, to do more tests, and keep growing the channel, keep growing the site. So y'all give that a shot, and we will head back to the website now. Be sure and read the full review, because there's some more information in there. There's a lot more information in there than what's in the video. Thank you.